Hello guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Bella and I have this channel about dogs and dog things with my dog Nemo, and today we are doing an interview video about the Hungarian Mudis today. So if you like it, please keep watching and here we go. Welcome to my channel and thank you so much for joining me today. So let's start with a little presentation. Who are you? How old are you? Where are you from? And what dogs do you have?
Hi, I'm Krystyna from the Windbreakers team. We're from Poland. I'm 24 now, yeah. Together with my fiance, Karol, we have 7 Hungarian Mudis. Mine are 11 years old Gashka, who's joining me today, 4 years old Gemma, and 1 year old Tsuki, and 5 months old Elin. And he's 9 years old Ru, 5 years old Tigi, and 2 years old Iskra. So altogether 7. Yet, due to his work, I'm mostly handler of all 7.
That's super cool. It's a really amazing pack that you have. I'm super impressed when I look at your Instagram all the time. So could you tell me a little bit about the backstory of the breed?
Well, they actually have very interesting backstory because in the 19th century, basically they came up that, those Pushta dogs, they pretty much look alike. And Moody's weren't planned to look this way or to be like they are to be. They pretty much kind of evolved from Pumi, Puli, and German Spitz. And Moody's were bred as multi-purpose dog. They are mostly herding cows, and they work in contact, like barking, pushing, nipping, and such. Not unlike border collies. They can also herd sheep, and those are like flocks up to 500 sheep even. And they were also used in help for hunting, especially boars, and watch over housepop and kill rodents.
And what got you into the Mudi, and why did you get them?
I was 13 years old, and I always dreamed that I will have lots of dogs. We will do some super cool stuff. Of course, first thought was border collies and herding. But then I met some dogs on a show, and the border collies were like, oh my gosh, I have no idea what to do with that dog. I don't understand them. They don't vibe with me totally. And then I saw Moody, and it was instant love. I loved everything about them, even the barky thing. Since a year later, I got Gashka. It was hard being 14 years old and having first Moody, but I had time, and I'm a pretty determined person, so it worked out eventually. I love how crazy they are, how they are up for everything, and how they super close get to a handler over the years. Also, I really love how you can, I think, work everything out in most Moodies, and how they are fit and in perfect shape for really, really long years. They are really tough dogs.
What criteria did you have when choosing the breed?
I wanted some medium alike shepherd dog who have ears up and who will be able to do something with me. Our dogs are from working line, from herding parents. Of course, the health checks. What's I think not so usual. I wanted to know everything about parents. Not only they are perfect, and nice. I wanted to know what were their problems, what's not so perfect about them, because I don't believe they're perfect dogs only. They're perfect matches, but no perfect dogs.
I think that's super healthy mindset to have, that you should know everything, even the good and the bad. You train in dog sports. Which sport do you train, and what would you say suits the breed?
Gashka started with dog frisbee. And then we ended up with agility, and I think it's really cool activity for many Moody. And we did herding too. Gashka was perfect. We were ready for a lot of exams, but with herding, you need your own sheets, in my opinion, to do it really good. So I finished having my own agility instead. And we both really love agility, and all our dogs so far do agility. I think Moody is very multi-purpose dog. I've seen even therapy Moodies. SAR Moody's, Moody's doing nose work, agility, protection, herding. Like, I would say everything. So I think that if you are up to work with your dog and understand your movie and really simply not put pressure on it to be, oh my God, best, but have fun together and love your dog, then you can do anything with a movie.
Mm-hmm. That's super cool. And how is it in general owning this breed?
I would say for me it's easy because I don't mind barking, but honestly, they bark only for when they are excited to go. Dogs have 1 hour walk daily, 2 to 3 agility trainings, 1 fitness training, and 1 rest day. On rest day, they only go to pee. And that makes them sleep all time at home because I believe that working dogs, they need much more rest. Mm-hmm. We can travel with 7 movies around the world, do sightseeing, agility, compete, and everything he wanted. Go everywhere with them. They are angels. They behave perfect. So I would say easy if you find someone who's got enough experience to guide you and tell you what to do or not to do. Now in the internet we have tons of that, so it's way easier.
It's good that I have you then. If I end up getting a Mudi, then I have so much advice from you that I can ask.
Yeah, I did my mistakes with my dog.
Yeah. How many hours per day approximately would you say that they need?
I would say an hour or 2. I'm a bit biased because, a training with 7 Moody's takes 3 hours. Mm-hmm. There are 7 of them. You need to warm up, cool down, and everything.
Yeah.
1 Moody, 1 hour for a walk and 30 minutes for a training. Mm-hmm. And that's it. Mm-hmm. Like, even on their rest day, when they go out only for pee, they sleep.
Yeah.
If they know their schedule, I believe that my puppies, when they get a week at our home, they know the schedule. Mm-hmm. They kind of know that it's better to not be too crazy around the house because there will be that 1 hour walkies or that training or something. Mm-hmm. That they will have their crazy time. So
having like a set routine is helping and important, you would say.
Yeah, really. Like for them, I believe that they having their routine. Like for every routine and for competing starting routine and for training routine, they love routines and they are much smarter, healthier and happier with routines.
In everyday life, how are they and what does an everyday look like for you?
Our dogs, due to 1 stomach problems, they eat 4 times a day. So for us, it's 8 a.m. I get up, meds, food, pee, and then usually I have some work or I catch up with sleep because my work patterns are different. Mm-hmm. So then until next pee, they have time to still sleeping. We have another pee, food and stuff, and we can go for a walk about some of these hours. I mix it. Depends on the day. Mm-hmm. 6 p.m. another pee and 10 p.m. Pee, food, walk, and good night. And that's it. When we are home, they can walk around all downstairs. We have 2 cats and they don't mind them totally. On walks, when they play with each other, they are of course loud and crazy and such, especially young ones. But unless they don't bother other people with other dogs, then I don't mind it. Mm-hmm. And once together, like I would say, at home they sleep. They will appear when someone comes or I open the fridge. They're really cuddly. They love sleeping on the couch with me when I work and such. Trainings, they are crazy as hell. They are nipping, barking, jumping, tagging, and everything. Mm-hmm.
And what is one of the worst attributes of the breed or a downside of the breed?
I would say they tend to be extreme on some sides, like they're extremely sensitive ones. Especially that most of people think that sensitivity is shyness and sensitivity to sounds and stuff. I would say Moodies are not sensitive to sounds mostly, but they are sensitive to handler emotions. Mm-hmm. They are getting so attached to handler that they can sense your emotions, and then they will kind of copy it, like mirror your emotions. For example, I have Gemma. Gemma's an amazing working dog. She's a mind reader. She's super fast. But when I was getting anxious of competitions and in some situations, she will start getting anxious around me too, because she felt that, oh my gosh, something is wrong. Mm-hmm. I have to work a lot of my emotions, and only my work on emotions worked that out. Mm-hmm. Like, it wasn't about her being sensitive to sounds, people and stuff. It was about her being sensitive to me. And I think that's something that most people don't know already, and they would blame the dog that, oh my gosh, this Mudi is sensitive. No, maybe it's sensitive too, actually.
Yes.
They're also extreme to the other way. They can be reactive, barky to people, dogs, nippy. They tend to hurt in their own way. Like border collies, they are hurting silently. Moodies are barking and nipping. So they like to charge at dogs and people and start barking and nipping, which isn't very nice and it's dangerous, I would say. And then they also can be super dominant and strong-headed. I have two females here, Gashka and Karol's youngster Iskra. They're really extreme, hard, crazy going dogs.
How long do they tend to live for? Would you say that they're generally healthy?
Yeah, I would say I've seen ones were 19 even.
Whoa.
But they tend to live to about 15 years and they are super fit. If you will keep your dog in good shape and use supplements and stuff, Gashka is 11. She's still in her top shape, still having amazing times, still being strong. She still can do really crazy things. Like she's still competing. Of course, when we have competitions in pandemic times, in full mode and everything. So 15 years at least, they can live longer.
Any associated health problems that they have in the breed?
Unfortunately, we have epilepsy in Mudi, and due to not honesty of the breeders and hiding problems, it's been rising slowly. But it's not such a big problem, but still, it's a problem. And I really hope that in next years we get to solve that.
Yeah.
We have hips dysplasia, elbow dysplasia, patella luxation. A little bit of eye problems, but like a really very few dogs. But for breeding, I would ask for eye checks already.
Okay.
Heart problems, a few, but also I would ask for checks. And I think that's everything. Eyes, hip dysplasia, elbow dysplasia, patella luxation. And also ask the breeder if they're aware about epilepsy lines.
Okay.
Epilepsy Mudi and what's their statement. Because if they state there's no epilepsy Mudis, I wish it was true, but it isn't. And most Mudi lines are sadly closer to or further, but still connected to epilepsy now.
Okay. And what are some challenges when owning and training this breed?
I would say if you mind barking, then barking. But I would say reactivity, maybe sensitivity. You need to really quickly catch up bad behaviors and don't allow them. Like I would never allow my Mudi puppy to charge at other dogs or people and bark at them. I would leash it immediately and work on it like from the moment I see it.
Yeah.
Also, if I would see sensitivity, I think that you need to socialize Mudi a lot, but smart, not a lot.
Yeah.
And not push it into situations and really mind that they can be sensitive. Gemma, my emotion sensitivity, because she would have no problem to compete anywhere if I'm okay.
And some breed misconceptions, are there any?
They are like border collies. No, so much no. Other misconceptions, I would say that there are no good Mudis. I hear this a lot from USA that they can't compete and stuff. No, we simply don't understand them yet. Like, I've been 11 years to this breed, 12 actually, because it's been a year before I took Gashka. Yeah. Also, I've been doing research and stuff. The more I understand them, the better I can work with them, the better I can work out things. I believe there is not enough knowledge about Mudis. And they are amazing dogs. Just we need to understand them, and there's no such thing like no good Mudis. Most of Mudis are good working dogs. Just you need to really open-minded, want to work and want to listen to your dog. Yeah. Not to blame it and say, "Oh, this bad dog can compete. Whatever. I will take another one."
Yeah. That's the reason I wanted to do this kind of interview style series, because I feel like there's a lot of videos online when you don't really hear from people who actually have the breed. So it's also the reason why I thought it would be great to talk to you, because you have a lot of them. You seem to, want more of them. So that means you really like them and understand them. Yeah. So it made sense. So what are 5 words then that you would use to describe the breed?
Loud, emotional, intense, faithful, and smart.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
for who would you recommend getting this dog breed? Is it a good first time dog, you think?
It was my first time dog. Like, we had some family dogs, but it was my first time dog. I would say it's good first time dog also if you're open minded, ready to work, and you get to know movies, like talk to owners, breeders, and everything, and know the worst stories. And even after the worst stories, you would say, okay, I would work with that. Crazy, you want to do things, you want to work, you want to go and do something with that dog, and you have time and determination. And also remember to, if your partner or other people who work or live with you are okay with that, because, for example, I would be a bit worried with taking a Mudi as first time dog if it's a house with children and people aren't experienced, because some of Moody's can be sensitive to that. But if, for example, one parent is ready to work with both children and Moody, then great, fantastic, go for it. Really like solving problems with our dogs, because I think it makes me smarter, better person. Then, and of course, they love activity. So, I would say they would be also good first time dog if you really do tons of research, you're ready to work, you like barking, and you like activities.
Yeah. Some breed specific traits. We mentioned barking. Is there something else?
Barking.
And what different colors can they come in?
White, black, blue Merle, and red Merle. Red Merle is kind of controversial because in some countries it's standard and some not. Okay. And it's the same with Isabella Merle. There's of course Isabella, blue, like blue. There's black and blue Merle actually. Yep. Fawn and tan, and if I have everything. Yes, are standard. Standard are solid colors and some of Merle. Like,
do you have a preference when it comes to color?
I have sentiment to black ones, which is also a funny story because I was 13, so I wanted fancy color. Blue Merle, blue eyes, or something super fancy.
Have you ever had any negative feedback from other people when it comes to the breed?
I'm too busy living over 7 getting deep.
Yeah.
I really don't care about what other people say, or I work on it. When I took Gashka, I heard that Buddhists can be good in agility because they can work distance. Now I would say see Gemma and see Gashka, and I have 7 Moody's. 6 of them are now doing agility because one is 5 months old, so Yeah. And all of them have no problem to learn to work on distance. For example, Gemma is natural in work on distance. She will just run at her insane speed, and I can be somewhere behind her and only yell what she has to do.
And do you breed this dog breed? Have you ever?
I had 2 litters, but sadly, because of health problems, both litters are out of breeding. And now I'm considering breeding Tsuki if following years, but we'll see. And
would you sell to anyone, or do you have any criteria when it came to your puppy buyers?
I would say I have criteria for being open-minded, ready to work with dog, being, realistic. Because I had some people who took dog for me and expected it to be like a fridge, to have guarantee they will be medium, they will be healthy, they will be nice working and everything. There's no guarantee. Genetics is sometimes a bitch.
Yeah.
And you can have very different litter mates even. Yeah. Of course, I want them to be active with them dog, but I have, for my 2 liters, there are people who are really doing some sports competitive, and there are some people who have, active dog who's doing something for fun, and both of the types are really cool owners. Next litter, I would choose people I really know, really carefully, and people that I would be calm about the puppy, that even if some problems will come up, then they will be ready to work with it or do something with that, and not blame the breed, the line, breed, or whatsoever.
And was there anything, or is there anything you would want to try to improve with your breeding program?
I think, of course, health issues. With my 2 first litters, I was trying to improve health, like epilepsy and stuff. Sadly, Most of breeders are not honest about their lines, so that ends up, like breeding Pandora boxes.
Yeah.
And something can come up, like it was with my 2 litters. Like more genetic diversity, of course, better health, avoiding epilepsy and such. Mudis aren't they're not having some stable type. There are some super sensitive Mudis, super barky Mudis. Those ones who have more drive tend to be more crazy, barkier, or more active and stuff. And that's also why I'm thinking about breeding Suki. They crazy drive and everything, but they are more stable, confident, and calm in everyday life, like more stable ones. Yeah.
And if you could choose a breed to compare the Moody to, what would you compare it to?
We joke with friends that Croatian Shepherds, they are Moody on left. Yeah. Like Moody doing drugs.
Yeah.
And they are pretty similar, I would say. In Serbia, it's basically the same breed, just, Hungarian. I would say that they are Serbian Moodies.
Yeah.
And maybe Perships a bit, but they have some major differences, but it's the closer.
And if they were another animal, what would they be?
They would be barky cats.
Barky cats. How much grooming do they need? Does their fur tangle very easily?
Depends on the one. Like Tsuki is just super soft and cuddly and fluffy. Iskra feels like a terrier, and her fur is super short. Like she has those curls, but it's short. So it depends on one. Grooming. I groom them when I see they need it, and I wash them when I see they need it. So it's like once in a few months or so, and that's it.
Maybe a fun fact about the breed.
If they get angry, when dogs get angry, their fur is up on their back and behind the tail. In Moody's, you don't have it. And once I've seen the dog having that fur up, and I was like, "The fuck is that?"
Yeah.
I would not do it. Oh shit! Yeah, every dog does it, but Moody's fur just simply doesn't allow it because it's so fluffy and anyways up.
Yeah, all right. And lastly, do you think that there's anything that I missed? Would you like to add something?
I would say it's so beautiful how close they get to us over the years. Like, it's every year it's closer, and how can read us. And sometimes it's hard, like, for example, the story of Gemma with Gashka. For example, Gashka, she used to be sensitive to my emotions to the level that she would slow down on competitions and get stressed out and everything. But then she feels like my one-mind dog. She can read my mind and she can do everything I wish. And for example, with Gemma, it was the same. But now, when she feels I'm really genuinely happy about something she does, like nice running contact hits or something, I see that she's like, oh, Mama likes that. I will repeat it. I would say if you're not blaming your dog for reading your emotions and you're have to work on yourself, like I had to work a lot of putting pressure on myself, like, oh my gosh, I need to be the best. So when I worked that out and I started to be more relaxed and I work with sports psychologists and such, that's trait turned out to be amazing in life and in sports. So I think it's beautiful about them.
Okay, that's super cool. Well, then that is all for this interview. I want to thank you so much for questions and being a part of it. Please plug yourself, and where can we find you on social media?
Yeah, I think you will need to, you simply can look everyone for the Wind Wakers.
Yeah.
And then you will find it. We are on Instagram, Facebook. We'll be training stuff and everything, that coffee side. It's kind of patronized, so everything, the content there is really detailed. Instagram, Facebook. Oh, and we also have TikTok. And on my TikTok, you can find dogs doing agility with music or doing funny things with music, and that's all.
Good. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for the talk.